Hi, I'm Professor Jeff Gedmin, and in the spring I will be teaching the course Europe, Russia, and the Future of Western Institutions. Well, the class has very clear, I think clear, objectives and takeaways. We're looking at a part of the world that has been fundamental not only to American security for more than a half a century, but global security. And it's changing rapidly year by year in the last 2 decades since the end of the Cold War. We're looking at a new role for Russia. We're looking for a new role for the European Union, or these things are evolving, they are emerging. And the fact is, we're at a moment where we have to rethink transatlantic security, probably to a considerable extent, and the institutions that have given us peace and security for the last 50 years. I think this is a useful course for anybody, whether they're going into business ultimately, or the Foreign Service, or any kind of thing that does work with international security or international trade issues, because Europe is still a primary partner of the United States. Things are changing very rapidly in Europe, both in West and Eastern Europe. I think this is a course that gets people's arms around the people, around the issues, around the issue and the institutions that matter, but also are evolving as we speak. My background is relevant to the course. I'm a former president of Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty. I'm a former president of the Aspen Institute, Germany, based in Berlin. I'm a former president of the Legatum Institute, based in London. I've spent a good deal of my life working on German, European, Russian affairs. And I think from the practical to the theoretical to the academic, I think we could make a very good partnership in this course with students and advance a good conversation. The structure of the course is pretty straightforward. We're going to definitely look at history. You can't know where you are and where you're going unless you have background and context. We're certainly going to examine and discuss and analyze contemporary affairs. There has to be, to some extent, presentation lectures from me principally, but we want to get students as involved as possible. So there will be written assignments, there will be book reviews, there will be teamwork, all sorts of things to keep the class, I think, as engaged as possible. So we're both getting information, but students are also responsible for producing things.